What's up? Sunny here. And in today's video, I want to talk about one principle you need to abide by if you want to truly manifest faster. And in a way that's more effective, in a way that's more effortless, and more full of ease. Right? That's what we really want, instead of just forcing things into existence. And we're going to be talking about this one thing, which is very paradoxical in nature. So it's not something you generally think about when you're like, oh, I want to create this in a more accelerated fashion. But it goes a little deeper than that surface level manifestation that we're used to. And that's why this principle works. Okay, so keep an open mind during this video and, keep those ears open. And really, I want you to practice this after this video rather than just listen to it as a nice idea, because only then can you actually experience this for yourself. Okay, so in terms of manifestation, creating what you want, right? Fulfilling and achieving a goal. There are two types of people. One type of people who really do the internal work and external work and go on this process and create that momentum and get what they want. And then the second type of people is that they just stay in a state of desire, of hoping, of wanting, but don't really take any necessary action, don't really do the proper internal work, don't really work on themselves, and they don't end up getting what they want, right? Because they're just constantly in this state of neediness, and so they don't get what they want. The people that do get what they want, and if you're one of those people, you'll notice that as you go through this process, right, the general symbols that we always go for, right? Everybody wants either money, success, career success, right? Relationship, better health, all these things, attributes of physical abundance. This is what we can call the symbols of success. And these are the things that we are conditioned to chase, right? Everybody really wants one of these things. And we rest our entire sense of happiness and fulfillment on one of these things. And usually you'll go all in on it, right? Like, let's just say if you want to manifest money, you'll go all in on just wanting to do better in career and wanting to make more money. And same thing with relationship and so on and so forth. So if you're one of the people that actually goes on and gets what they want, what you'll realize is that when you do get what you want, you don't actually become any happier in life. Your experience may temporarily get like a little better and a little more freeing, but ultimately it doesn't bring you that sense of happiness and fulfillment that you really thought you would have gotten from that goal. And right now, you may be saying, right, like, no, I know where this is going, and trust me, like, I will have happiness when I have this one thing that I want. You can, and I want you to actually ask anybody that actually has created what they want, right? If they wanted a business, they created that business. If they wanted that relationship, they got that relationship. If you ask them and they answer honestly, yes, it was nice that they created that, but they will say that that experience and having this in their life now isn't adding to their happiness and fulfillment in the way that they thought it would. Because again, it requires effort to just maintain what they got, and also that they just start wanting something else. And so the mind again projects a need, a sense of lack, and something else that you need to have in order to, again, have that happiness and fulfillment. So this is something that I've also personally experienced from my own experience, thinking that once I have this business, or once I have that much money, once I have this, I'll be happy. Whereas only when I started getting every one of those things, I recognized, man, like, damn, it's not necessarily, I'm not necessarily any happier, right? These things, now that I have them, now that the money's coming in, now that I have a good business, now that, all this stuff that I thought I really, really wanted in the past, all throughout my, years, now that when you start to get them, you start to realize, like, my mind is still projecting a state of, okay, when I have this many, this many subscribers, or this much money, or this much business success, and whatever it is for you. So that is what really got me pondering this, and this is the realization I made, right? The symbols of success for everybody: money, business success, relationship, health, and whatnot. And we keep chasing the symbols of success. Whereas what the real success is, and trust me, I speak to a lot of people regarding this, right? And everybody eventually like tells me at the root cause of like what they want truly is that peace of mind, that happiness, that sense of being loved and just feeling love and freedom and a sense of relief, like I'm taken care of. If you actually look at your life or anybody else's life, a common trend you'll notice is that you constantly spend your entire time chasing the symbols of success while sacrificing your actual success. And another thing you'll realize is that actual success, peace of mind, happiness, freedom, peace, relief, doesn't even have to be achieved. It is here right now. It is your own innate qualities that you have the ability to experience right now if you started to sink into the perspective of your true self rather than living through your mind. And this is really at the key of what I want to talk about today in terms of how to manifest more effectively and more peacefully, more effortlessly. Letting go of chasing the symbols of success. It's okay to still want things and go for things. Yes, those are going to be your goals, right? Your goal, your expansion is going to be hidden within all of these things that you want, and they're going to be pulling you towards them. That's completely fine. So it's okay to want that business. It's okay to want that relationship, so on and so forth. But now you need to go at it in a way where you're not compromising your actual success and to just attain a symbol. And on top of that, where you're actually allowing yourself to live through presence, live through your actual original perspective, in which you can feel happiness and peace of mind and relief in this moment. And only when you create through that perspective and take action through that perspective, do you actually also start to paradoxically attain the symbols of success. Okay? So again, the actual success is feeling at ease right now, feeling fully relaxed, taken care of, feeling this sense of love, feeling this sense of oneness, fulfillment. That is the state that you're craving so bad by projecting that when I have this relationship, I'll have this. When I have the money, then I'll feel at ease and relief. And right now when you're hearing this, you're like, no, I can't feel that peace, when I can't feel that happiness. Again, who is saying that? It is just another thought. It is just mind. It is not your voice. All those attributes are here right now. And all that is required for you to recognize and access all of those qualities right now is for you to simply sink into the present moment. Allow your mind to come to ease and stop engaging with the thoughts in your mind. Become fully aware of the now. Not just in a way where you're looking around, but actually acknowledge that right now you are aware. Right now you exist. There's this sense of you actually are here right now. And you take this for granted right now. However, this is the miracle of experience. This is your most fundamental reality, the fact that you exist, the fact that you perceive, the fact that there is anything to perceive and achieve. And you think this is insignificant. However, this is the most significant. And only once you start to recognize this more and more can you actually start to attain and achieve more effortlessly. So recognize the fact that you are right now. And, as thoughts come and go, just let them come and go. Don't engage with them. Simply be the observer. And ask yourself right now, is there anything that is harming you right now? Is there anything that you have to worry about right now? Not in 5 minutes, not in 10 minutes, not tomorrow, but right now. Is there anything that is, itching at you, that is like trying to get at you? Even if you're in pain or in some sort of emotional pain, right now, in this moment, are you being tortured by anything? Right now, in this moment, is anything actually missing before a thought says that it is missing? And then you engage with it and then believe that that's your reality. Before any of that, is anything actually missing? Are you fully perceiving? Are you fully aware? Is there not a sense of fullness, wholeness in this moment right here? Is there not a sense of this love that is keeping all of this together and keeping you perceiving all of this? Is there not this sense of feeling at one with everything that is in here? Again, let go of the thoughts. Let them come and go, but just don't engage. And just actually acknowledge your own existence right here and now. Is there not that sense of peace just for this one moment? No worries, no fears, no projection of what you are compared to others or what other people's experiences are, what you have or don't have. None of those projections, right? Just you being here, recognizing the fact that you exist, recognizing that you are aware. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you to sit in this realization constantly all the time. I'm just telling you to learn to start to recognize this, at least in the initial stages. Actually taking effort and taking the time and making the effort to acknowledge this again and again. And once you start to practice this exercise turns into something much greater than you think it is right now. And through it, you start to truly feel and understand what happiness actually is, what true peace actually is, what love actually is. And you start to realize that it is not something you have to create or achieve. It is something you have to sink into. It is something that you have to recognize that it is here right now. But because you're very mind identified, and you constantly project something onto this perfectly okay, perfectly loving, perfectly happy present, the now, your essence. Because you're projecting something on it constantly, some belief or a thought that proposes to you that you need something else or that this is not complete, because of that you suffer. And you not only neglect the happiness and well-being that it is here in the now, but you also set yourself up for further future present moments in which, again and again, you are just projecting the same belief. And so if you live in this way, you will attain and achieve everything that you wanted, if that happens, and you will still feel this sense of lack. You will still feel a sense of it's not yet enough, and I have to just get this little bit more in order to just have that fulfillment. Trust me, this time it's coming, I promise. But it will never come. It will always elude you. And you will never know why. Whereas if you shift that perspective and you start to actually sink into the now more and more, and you start to actually become aware of your own awareness, of the very fact that you exist, that there is anything to perceive. When you start to open yourself up to recognizing the miracle of existence and awareness, recognizing awareness, and you start to that awareness starts to pervade your entire day, when you start to live through this presence rather than all this mental projection, that is when the things that you want actually start to come to you much more easily, much more effortlessly. And that's when you no longer rely on other things to be happy and feel at peace. Whereas you are your own peace You are your own happiness, and you move step by step through life, day by day. Yeah, working on your goals, doing what you got to do, being of service, but feeling also happy and fulfilled on the journey. You no longer compromise actual success in order to attain a symbol of success. And that is the most beautiful way to live, the way that you're actually meant to live, through your own original perspective rather than this mental filter of lack. So what I want you to practice, if you're this far along the video, what I want you to practice is continuing to fall into that now again and again, and disengage from your thoughts of what you need or what needs to be done. Just disengage and simply just be here and recognize your own awareness. You're going to have to marinate in this process. It's not something that's going to come to you right away. And especially, it's not going to, like, that feeling of wholeness and that happiness and that love, it's not going to come to you right away. It's almost like you're putting it in the oven. You're going to have to, do this again and again. You're going to have to really start to experience this more and more. But it does start to pervade your experience. So stay patient. And once you start to create from this perspective, not only do the means of everything that you need will come to you, but you will have a lot more fun. You will enjoy the process a lot more, and you will be that much more effective in actually getting your desired outcomes and accelerating your process whenever you feel like it. So that's true power. That's true beauty. And you'll also never be in a state of hoping and wanting, but rather just you will start to recognize that in this present, there's infinite potential. It's almost like a blank piece of paper on which you can draw anything. So this present, you start to recognize your true power to create whatever you want. And because that knowledge starts to dawn on you more and more, just by practicing this one simple thing, awareness on awareness. Now when you actually go for something and you try to create something, it's no longer a matter of if or when, or, it's just a choice that you've made. And through that confidence, you take one step in front of the other in the direction of your goal every single day, and it is going to be yours. But again, it's not something that will make you happy. It's just through your happiness, you create this. And not only are you going to be of service in this path, but also when you're going to create more and more things that are of your most authentic expression, which is what you're here to do in the physical. So obviously taking that action, through that happiness, rather than constantly chasing it like a destination. So I definitely rambled a bit in this video until almost 18 minutes. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to learn in a more detailed way how to live like this, check out my free training. It's called the Create Your Dream Life Workshop, and it shows you this entire process of not just living through presence, but really the 4 steps you need to master in order to create the life you truly want to live through a higher consciousness mindset. So don't miss that, okay? Link is in the description box below and the first comment. But subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next video.